My name is Lil Reed Baduki the fifth, and I'm a 5'8", 185-pound running back, and I'm known for that speed. As you can see, I will burst out with a burst of energy all the way for 6. And I'm from Maryland, but as you can see, I have 0 offers going into my senior season, and I have to come out here for my respect. The talk has always been that he's too short to play at the next level, but I'm here to prove them wrong, and I promise you my senior year, I will get an offer. Going into our first game against Southgate, start off intense. As you can see, Lil Reed Baduki going for 6 early on, and going into the next play on 1st and 10, he had an outside zone, and he would hit that outside, and as you can see, he could, and he would go all the way for 6. And I mean, we were absolutely fired up, but going into the next play on 1st and 10, I have an inside zone, and I will hit it back outside, and as you can see, I have a strong arm. I will stiff arm and get him off of me, but he will bring me down. And not only could I run that ball, but I will catch that ball out of the backfield, which is special as a running back, and I will juke my way up that field for another TD. And all summer, I've been working on catching that ball out of the backfield, because it's a special thing to do. In my freshman, sophomore, junior year, I did not do it well, and as you can see, I catch another pass on 1st and 10 for a big game. Going to the next play on 31 with Lil Reed Baduki the fifth. Yes, coast to coast, it is no catching him. He will go all the way for 6. The thing I was taught as being a short running back is follow those blockers, and as you can see, I'm juking and weaving and getting up that field with bad intentions. I would break a tackle and go in for a touchdown, and I told them boys I want some more. And I'm just shocking the high school world right now. They did not know that Lil Reed Baduki the fifth had it in him, and as you can see, when I said I wanted some more, I went and got another one. I ended the game off for 7 total TDs and 501 yards, and as you can see, I pick up my first 3 entrance offers in Pittsburgh, Penn State, and Maryland. On to our next game against Potomac. Started off intense on 1st and 10. I had a sweet play, and I would hit that hole, and as you can see, look at the burst of speed as I cut back in, and Lil Reed Baduki the fifth, he could and would outrun the whole team for a touchdown. Not only that, I will outrun you, but on 2nd and 5, boom, good got Tamati, I will run you over. Here, as you can see, on 2nd and 13, I have an inside zone, and I will hit that hole and juke and get up that field with bad intentions, but I will get brought down by a swarm of defenders. They were all coming to that ball. This is what separates me from all the other running backs. On 1st and 10, I catch that ball out of the backfield, juke, and I get up that field and break a tackle, and as you can see, I break another one, but I get brought down. On to the next one on 2nd and 11, we have a stretch, and as you can see, I will follow my block and hit that outside, and when I hit that outside, there is no catching me, but they will absolutely catch me. On to the next one on 2nd and goal, I will come down and lower my shoulder and run in for 6, and I give all praises to the Most High. As you can see, on 2nd and 1, I did the unbelievable. I hurdled up and I get boom, but as you can see, I will get back up and run in for 6, and I was absolutely fired up. We absolutely ran the score, but we're going to win the game. I ended the game off for 6 total TDs and 299 yards, and as you can see, I am now a 4-star recruit, and I pick up my first 3 offers from Oregon, Louisville, and Penn State. Man, this is a dream come true. I would have never thought out of my 3 years of high school. On to our next game against BH High School. Started off intense on 2nd and 8. I had a sweet play, and I will read my blocks and hit that hole, and there was no one in front of me as I see the end zone for 6. Going into the next play on 3rd and inches, I will hit the hole again and read the block again, hit the outside again, and as you can see, I try to outrun him, but he will hit me down low. Getting down to that goal line, you know who's going to get that ball on a halfback draw for 6, Lil Reed Baduki the fifth, and going into the next play on 1st and 10, I'm being special, catching that ball out of that backfield and getting up that field. Going to the next play on 1st and 10, I hit the hole, boom, oh my God, I ran both of them over and got the first down. He is little but strong. He will follow those blocks on 1st and goal for another TD, but going into the next play on 1st and 10, I will hit that hole, and as you can see, juke, get up that field, break a tackle, break another one, then I got brought down. Here, as you can see, we're up 37-3, and coach said pound that clock out, and I will pound that ball every time I touch it. On to the next play on 13, I have an inside zone, and boom, oh my God, that was personal. I wanted to run him over. Here, as you can see, we will go on and win the ball game, and as you can see, I get player of the game with 4 total CDs and 367 yards, and I'll pick up a dream come true offer from Alabama and Wake Forest. On to our next game against Kearney. Started off intense. As you can see, we had a jet read option on 1st and 10, and Lil Reed Baduki the fifth will get up that field with a 16-yard rush. On what I do special, catching that ball out of the backfield, I will catch it and juke. I try to get up that field, but as you can see, I would not get the first down due to that. I told coach, let's go for it, and on that jet read option, I will hit that outside and get the first down and more for 6. On to the next drive, coach told me to go down and run the Texas route, and I would and go in for another TD, but on 2nd and 3, as you can see, I hit that outside, and I will get up that field with bad intentions, and there is no stopping me as I get pushed out of bounds. On to the next play on 2nd and 2, we have another jet read option, and I will cut that thing up and get in that end zone. The jet read option is by far my favorite play as I hit the hole. It was wide open for 6, and I was absolutely fired up with my teammates. I said, let's go. It's 34-7, and put the icing on the cake for Kearney. As you can see, I will hit that hole, follow those blocks, and I'm good at following my blocks. My name is Lil Reed, and I will go in all the way for 6, and I was fired up. I said, that's another one. Ooh, we're going to win the ball game. I get player of the game with 5 total TDs and 358 yards, and I get a dream come true offer from Texas. On to our next game against RHS. Started off intense on 1st and 10. I ran it right up that middle, and I lowered my shoulder and said I wanted all the smoke early on. Going into the next one on 1st and 10, I have a jet read option. As you can see, I will break a tackle and get up that field with bad intentions. Lil Reed Paducah, the 5th, could, and he would go all the way for 6. Every time we touch that ball, we are driving down that field, and on 1st and 10, I hit the outside with another TD, and guess what? We drove down the field again, and I will go in for another TD. I'm not playing. Going into the next one on 1st and 10, I have another jet read option. As you can see, I will hit that outside again, and juke, I will get up that field. Didn't go anywhere, but I still get brought down. On to the next one on 2nd and 2. As you can see, I have an outside zone, and I will make him miss. I will read out right myself, get up that field with bad intentions, and I could, and I would go all the way for 6. I mean, we absolutely ran the scoreboard up, and as we go on to nail the ball to end the game, and as you can see, I get player of the game with 5 total TDs and 425 yards, and I also pick up a dream come true offer from Georgia. On to our next game against Bel Air South. Started off a little slow. As you can see, on 4th and 3, I will convert, doing what I do special, catching that ball out of that backfield and getting up that field with bad intentions. On to the next one on 1st and 10, I have a jet read option. I will hit that hole. As you can see, Lil Reed Paducah, the 5th. When I say I will run coast to coast, I'm not scared to run right up that middle. I'm little with a big head. I will break a tackle, hit that outside, but I will get brought down, and I'm not playing. Out of all of my years that I've been down there, I finally want my respect, and on 1st and goal, I bounce it outside for another TD. Every time I touch that ball, I'm going for 5 and more, and on 2nd and 3, I will hit that outside, and I have 4 defenders chasing me, but I will get brought down, and I'm not playing. Here, as you can see, on 1st and goal, I have a sweep play on that goal line, and boom, that dude got boomed. Oh my God. Going into the next one on 1st and 10, catching that ball out of that backfield. I'm a special threat, and I make all 3 of them miss. Oh my God, I get up that field with bad intentions, but I finally will get brought down. I said, Lil Reed Paducah, the 5th, punched that ball, and I said, I got you, coach, for 6. And on 4th and 2, to put the icing on the cake, I ran into my team. I said, get out of my way, man. And I went all the way for 6, and I was fired up. I said, hold on, that's no more. I can't keep going. I get player of the game with 7 total TDs, 193 yards. I also pick up an offer from Notre Dame. On to our next game against ER High School. On special teams, I was being a threat. As you can see, I will hit that hole. It was wide open, and I mean, everybody got laid out, and I see nothing but that end zone, and I could, and I would go all the way for 6. In this game, I came out totally different. On 1st and 10, I will outrun everybody and hit that right sideline, and I could, and I would go all the way for 6, and I'm not playing. And going into the next one on 1st and 10, I will hit that right side again, follow my blocks, and get up that right sideline, and I'm not playing. Every time I touch the ball, I will go for 6. On to the next one on 1st and goal. As you can see, I throw him off of me and say, you are a little boy to me. Here, as you can see, on 2nd and 4, I get a sweep play, and as you can see, I make a defender miss, and I get up that left sideline, and I could, and I would get pushed out of bounds. Getting down to that goal line again, I will punch that ball in for 6 and give all praise to the Most High, man, and I said I want all of it. Here, as you can see, we're up 45-3, and doing what I'm doing best, catching that ball out of the backfield. I would catch a touchdown out of the backfield, and I was fired up with my teammates. As you can see, we going to win the ball game. I get player of the game with 7 total TDs and 304 yards, and I also pick up an offer from Wisconsin. To our next game in the round 1 playoffs, he's either win or go home, and on 1st and 10, as you can see, Lil Reed Paducah reads his block, cut it up, and hit that outside, and he is not playing juke and get up in that field with bad intentions, but he get pushed out. On to the next play on 1st and 10, as you can see, I hit that hole again, and that right sideline is my best friend, but as you can see, I will get brought down. But like I said, I have a small body with a big head. On 1st and goal, I will go up high and hurdle for 6, but going into the next play on 1st and 10, I was being patient, then I strike out with a burst of speed. Lil Reed Paducah, the 5th, he could juke, get up that field, but they are swarming that ball. Here, as you can see, on 2nd and 9, on this jet read option, I was tying a little bit. I said, hold on, come on. They was too slow for 6. Going into the next one on 1st and 10, as you can see, I catch the ball out of the backfield and get up, juke. Oh my God, I made a miss, and I will go, and I will get brought down. Here, as you can see, coaches put me in a slot, and I ran a slant route and caught that ball, and you know I'm getting 5 and more every time I touch the ball, and I'm not playing. To go ahead and put the icing on the cake, on 1st and 10, Lil Reed Paducah, the 5th, will take that ball in for 6 and give all praise to the Most High. And as you can see, we going to win the game. I end the game off for 3 total TDs and 312 yards. As you can see, I pick up an offer from Stanford. Going into round 2 of the playoffs, like I said, it's either win or go home against Southgate. And on 1st and 10, I juke and weaving and getting up that field to get that first down. And I told them boys I'm starting off intense early on. Here, as you can see, like I said, coast to coast on 2nd and 7, I run it straight up the middle, break a tackle, and oh my God, I will go in for 6. Like I said, every time we get that ball, we are driving down that field, and on 3rd and 2, I will take it in for 6. But going into the next play on 2nd and go, I will hurdle up. I got a big head. And it's a perk of being a short running back. You could just fall behind those holes and they will not see you. But he will wrap and roll me, but I get an 18-yard rush. Going into the next play, we have a halfback draw, and I will bounce it out left. There were no DBs over there, so I said I'm going to take advantage of it and outrun the linebackers and go all the way for 6. And I was fired up. But as you can see, we will go on to win the ball game. I ended the game off of 5 total TDs and 276 yards. Also pick up an offer from TCU. Going into the 3rd round of the playoffs, ER High School tries to get their revenge on us. And on 1st and 10, I started off intense and said, y'all have no chance, and I will take it all the way for 6. Going into our next play on 1st and goal, I will take it in for another TD. But going into the next play on 1st and 10, I'm running around at that backfield. You know I'm going to catch that ball, juke, get up that field with bad intentions for another TD. And I mean, these linebackers cannot hold me when I run around at that backfield. And on 1st and 10, I get a pretty big gain. Here, as you can see, running around at the backfield, there was no one to guard me, and I'm wide open, hurdle into the end zone for another one. Go ahead and knock off ER High School again on 1st and 10. Lil Reed Baduki the 5th will put the icing on the cake. He striked out like Flash, and he will go give all praises to the Most High. And as you can see, we were going to win the ball game, and I get player of the game with 3 total TDs and 239 yards. And I also pick up an offer from Washington. Going into the state championship game against RHS, started off intense on 2nd and 4. As you can see, I hit that hole and juke get up that field with bad intentions, and I'm not playing. I get down to the goal line and punch that ball in for the first touchdown of the game. Going to the next drive on 2nd and 4, I catch that ball out of that backfield, break one tackle, and I will get brought down. Here, as you can see on 2nd and 5, I have a jet option, and I will hit that left sideline. Oh my God, I get back up that field, redirect, and get in that end zone for 6. I mean, every time I touch that ball, I will get in that end zone, and I mean, we're running the score. But going into the next one on 1st and 10, as you can see, I hit that right side, and as you can see, I will go all the break a tackle, and I could go all the way, but I will get brought down. But here, as you can see, it's 28-7, and I hit that hole, follow my block, because my name Lil Reed, and I will go in for 6, and I was fired up with my teammates. But going into the next play, getting down on 4th and 1, I will punch that ball in to go on to put the icing on the cake, and we will go on to win the state championship. And I end the game off of 8 total TDs and 362 yards, and I pick up an offer from West Virginia. When I say time flies, time flies. I am now faced with the biggest decision of my life, and I did not even notice that I had all of these Power 5 D1 offers, and I don't know where I should commit to, and I have to go over with my family. Drop a comment down below where you think Lil Reed Baduki the 5th should commit to.